How long is it?
What's up, guys? This is Batmon bringing you my very first narrated Wi-Fi battle. This one's against Raging Delibird. It's a 5th gen match. Here we go. I start out with my Scarfed Victini as he leads off with a T-Tar, which totally walls me completely. So I'm just going to U-turn out, get some super effective damage off, and I'm going to switch it into my Donphan, named after my girlfriend's mom, and he's just going to sub up. And I didn't really know what to expect. I thought it was like a sub-punching set, but it actually has Fire Blast, and thanks to the Sandstorm, it only does half, and I take him out with an Earthquake, or I take out the sub at least, with a crit. Crit totally mattered. So yeah, he's gonna Fire Blast again, and he's gonna bring me down to 40, and I'm gonna Earthquake, and that's easily gonna take it out. Stab, Earthquake, super effective damage, blah blah blah. Get some leftovers. He sends out his Garchomp, and I go for the Ice Shard, but Sandvale hacks kick in. And yeah, he kills my Donphan. It's probably Scarfed, as most are, and switch into my Ludicolo, and I actually go for the Rain Dance to get rid of the sand, so it's pretty good for me. Switch into his Furrow Thorn, and I switch out into my Victini to take the Thunder Wave, and I was not expecting the Thunder Wave, but I guess it was pretty obvious. Anyway, I go with the Flare Blitz, and thanks to me setting up the rain, it's not going to kill, but I really didn't want a Sandstorm. Any Sandstorm damage to take my team, and yeah, he just goes with the Leech Seed, gets more recovery back. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out here and go into something else, so I switch back out to my Ludicolo, which this one is from, actually from my Ruby game, and yeah, he switches into Skarmory, and he knows that he can't take a Surf, so he switches back into Furrow Thorn, and yeah, but I would have went for another Surf right here, knowing he could take it out, but the rain stopped, so I wasn't sure, and I wasn't sure if Ice Beam would be able to take it out, and I didn't want to get Thunder Wave, so I switched back into my Victini, and I overpredict here, and I go with the U-turn, and I should have just went for Flare Blitz, but it didn't really matter. And yeah, I switch into my blue Power Ranger, my Biosharp, something like that. And it just looks, it's really awesome looking. Right, Christy?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that's my girlfriend, she's kind of dumb. Anyway, I go for a Brick Break, that's going to take him out. I was kidding. Anyway, yeah, Iron Barbs damage, Life Orb damage. In comes Skarm. So I'm going to switch back out, go into my Victini, think he was going to set up rocks or something. He just sets up a couple of spikes, first layer spikes, and I live it with 5 HP, but I get the Para Hacks.
Oh, not the Para Hacks.
Shut up, Christy. And he's going to go for another Brave Bird, and it's going to take me out. And yeah, so my Victini's down. So I send out my, what's this thing called? My Mischievous, which is an amazing Pokemon, you should definitely use it. Yeah, he breaks through the confusion first turn, but I go for Will-O-Wisp, but it misses, of course. But he hits himself, so it doesn't really matter. Now I saw in the beginning he had a Reuniclus? Yeah, Reuniclus. And I know it has Magic Guard and all that stuff, but didn't really care, because I just wanted something burned, and I actually have Hex on this, so it'll actually be a 100 base stab ghost type move. So surprisingly, it does over half, and luckily for me, it's a self. And I guess I know he's gonna want to switch out here, wanting to save this guy. So I go with another Confuse Ray and sends in his Garchomp. And yeah, it's confused now, all that good stuff. So he goes with Fire Blast, and I am a special defensive wall, and that does nothing, and I burn it, crippling it completely. So yeah, he's going to want to switch out now, and go into his Reuniclus, and I just go for the Hex, and that's going to easily take it out. So, I'm looking pretty good here. My Mischievous is pretty annoying, and I know he's going to go for the Outrage right here. So I just switch into my blue Power Ranger, Billy. I think that's his name, and I take that very nicely, and I just go with the Sucker Punch because I know he has to attack, And I get a crit. Don't really know if it mattered. I could have taken another Outrage. Plus Life Orb damage, so it doesn't really matter because, see, he just sends out a Scarm. And I go with Brick Break, and it just whirlwinds me out, so I die to Spikes when I come back in. Anyway, I switched out to Ludicolo. And I did just fly, you're right. And I go with a Surf and do a lot of damage. And see, if I would have got the Will-O-Wisp off, I would have set up the Rain Dance, and then that wouldn't have killed me. And I could have just easily taken the rest out with my Ludicolo, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I send him Christy, and Christy's a boss, because skill link and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
And yeah, watch how much this non-stab freaking Bullet Seed does to this Exadrill. Yeah, this thing's banded, by the way, and it's a monster. You should definitely use it. And yeah, he takes me out with Earthquake. And we're down. Oh, I switched out. I don't know why I switched to this guy. I guess I have really no idea. And yeah, I send out my Mischievous, and it's gonna take that Rock Slide very nicely. But it Will-O-Wisp missed the first turn, but he missed the Rock Slide second turn, so it kind of made up for it. And he missed this other one, but it didn't really matter because I had the burn, and that's gonna be a good game. So yeah, comment, rate, and subscribe, do whatever. I don't really care, but